Hello and welcome back to the world of the spirit consciousness. This is a book study session on the etheric double. So now we are on the module 3 and we will be covering chapters 3 to 10 which deal with various force centers. This particular video will be dealing purely with the introduction to force centers. So this session is being conducted by myself, Ashish Agarwal, and I have been assisted by Ms. Riddhi Shah in my efforts. So the module outline goes like, we'll be discussing force centers, the spleen center, the base of the spine center, the navel center, the heart center, the throat center, the center between the eyebrows, which is also called the Ajna chakra, in the center at the top of the head, which is also called the crown chakra. Coming to force centers, which is the focus of this particular section of the module. So force centers are also called as chakras or chakrams. We will use the word chakras even where chakrams are written. So this section of the video is itself divided into an introduction to force centers, the functions of the force center, how the force centers function, and the correspondence of force centers to different organs. So introduction to force centers. The etheric body consists of force centers like they do in all other vehicles, that is astral, mental and causal. So these centers are called as chakrams or chakras. In Sanskrit, chakram literally means a wheel or a revolving disc. To clairvoyants, it resembles vortices or saucer-like depressions. It is a quarter of an inch outside the skin of the etheric body. So therefore, if this is the skin of the etheric body, your etheric chakra is over here, and since it's saying that it resembles a vortice, so this is how it would look like. So the chakras vary in size and appearance and depends on the stage of development. The force flowing through these chakras, is essential for life. Hence, everyone possesses these chakras. The degree of development of chakras, however, may vary between individuals. In infants, these discs are minute with a slow movement and dim glow. In lesser developed beings, they have a dull glow, lethargic movement of the particles and forms a swirl just enough to transmit the force. A developed chakram looks full of life and it swirls rapidly. The sizes vary between 2 to 6 inches in diameter. But the astral chakras are quite different from the etheric chakras. So etheric centers are on the surface of the etheric body, while the astral centers are often inside the astral body. The astral center has a four-dimensional vertex, and due to this, it extends in a direction quite different from the etheric. So even though an astral center matches each of the etheric centers, so while the astral center may appear as overlapping with etheric center, it is always a separate part and is not conjoined with the latter. These force centers serve very important functions. So it has two functions to perform: to absorb prana and distribute it to the etheric body and from there to the physical body. This helps sustain the life of the body. It is a medium of transfer from corresponding astral center to the physical consciousness. So where etheric bridge is not built properly, the individual does not have recollection of astral experiences. despite having an active astral life. As a corollary, people having fully developed etheric centers have vivid and clear memory of their astral journey in physical brain. Note: no connection is evident between the development of chakras and the moral qualities of the person. How the four centers function. So each of the chakras contain all 7 types of prana which we had discussed in the earlier module. However, each chakra will have a type of prana more prominent than the others. The prana or vitality enters at an angle of 90 degrees to the center of the chakram plane with a considerable speed. So if I have to explain this with a diagram, so if you look at the book The Etheric Double, it is shown like this. But I will just try to explain in a different way. So consider this as a chakra, and you have prana entering like this. So this is the plane of the chakra and 90 degrees over here, and this is how the prana enters the chakra. So from this center, the force spreads out in right angles towards the plane on the surface of the etheric double in different directions in a straight line. So therefore, what it means over here, so this is the chakra, this is the horizontal plane, the prana comes like this and spreads out like this in different directions. So if I have to show again, so the prana comes like this at 90 degrees and spreads out in different directions on the chakra. So the directions resemble the spokes of a wheel. So like this, and the number of directions are different in each chakra. These spokes divide the chakra into colored segments. That's why they are often described as a close resemblance to flowers in Hindi books. In Hindu books, I'm sorry. Upon entering the center of the chakra, the prana initiates a secondary force in the chakra plane, which can be compared to the electric current induced when a bar magnet is pushed into a coil of wire. So the secondary force impacts the spokes from above as well as under, like a straw basket interwoven with thread. So let me explain this with the diagram again. So we have seen over here that this is the chakra. We have the prana which comes in and it moves out in various spokes. Then there is a secondary force that comes in which causes this movement. So these secondary forces do not move in a straight line. So of course we can see they are moving in circles. However, they also have its own distinct wavelength. So while they are moving along this, it moves in waves like this, and these wavelength is very tiny in appearance. And each wavelength is themselves made of thousands of minuscule wavelengths, and together give the chakra an overall shiny look. So we must remember that while we call them the throat chakra, the spleen chakra, and so on and so forth, the chakras don't always correspond to the organs to which they are close. So now we will see the correspondence of four centers to different organs. So we have here the various physical organs which is nearest to it, and the Sanskrit name for the chakra. So this is the base of the spine. We have the chakra which is called the Muladhara. We often refer to it as the basic chakra. Then we have the navel chakra, which in Sanskrit is called Manipura, and we call it the navel chakra itself. Then we have the spleen, which is called the Swadhisthana, which we call the spleen chakra again. Heart chakra is Anahata, the nearest organ, and which we call as the heart chakra. The nearest physical organ, the throat, so which is called Visuddha in Sanskrit. Likewise, we have Ajna chakra for the chakra between the eyebrows, and there's a chakra at the top of the head, which is called the Sahasra or Brahmarandra in Sanskrit, and which we use the term crown chakra. Then there are three additional chakras which are connected with certain lower organs. They are numbered 8 to 10, and there is no mention about further details as to the name and the location. So we've already discussed that these chakras don't always correspond to the physical organs, and the chakras are located on the surface of the etheric double and not inside the body. The numbers 8 to 10 represent the lower organs of the body, and which is not utilized by students learning white magic. There are serious threats associated with the lower organs, and their awakening is said to be the highest form of misfortune. Now, the development of the chakra due to awakening of Kundalini energy is different from the prana flowing through any chakra. We will study each of the 7 chakras in detail in the subsequent sessions. Stay tuned in. Thank you.